Hey YouTube, what's going on? Mark here. Happy Sunday to all, and to all my, real life friends in Ohio. I'm sorry that the Browns are sucking ass again. Back to reality after like that magical time you had a year ago with Flacco, and to Jerry Springer lady and the Crotch of Doom. If you're watching this, I am so sad that I missed Megan, Donna, and them over there yesterday because even if I was healthy, I probably would have missed it regardless because I was looking forward to last night's Sharpie 500 at Bristol. So, rumor has it that even if I was healthy, then I'll adjust that more in a minute, that I should have came to your house to, like, have fun with them and catch up with Megan, since I haven't seen her daughter Cassidy since, July 30th, 2019. Daniel DiMaggio's Greg Booty Biffle Sweet 16. And Julie Wade was there. I mean, I'm sad that I missed it either way, but healthy or not. But if I was healthy, I sure as hell would have came outside instead, like, spend time with them, because holy shit was that race awful last night. And it definitely would have been more fun than watching that race last night. But hey, sometimes you win some, you lose some. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Can't always get what you want, and you live and you learn. But anyway, what I'm really here to address, and like what is hopefully can be as a quick as a video as I can before I eventually have to go eat, is the start of a new campaign, the early autumn pathway to health. I know it's usually that time of year that people start getting sick when we say goodbye to summer and hello to fall, considering a little bit of weather change, where even though the warm weather can stick around a hell of a lot longer in most years, it still can throw people's health off, and get them sick, considering with the changing weather. Well, the weather hasn't changed much yet, keyword yet, but it's like the seasons have changed, was part of why that gets people sick a lot. Thankfully, I'm not the only one that's been sick. I can't really say further details of who else in my inner circle has been sick, but in terms outside of my personal life. But yeah, so therefore, yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of people in general and that's been sick. I hasn't any, Uncle Jimmy just got home from the hospital. I still have yet to see him over in the Florida house in turn two. Yeah, so once I'm finally feeling better, I'm gonna go see him and catch up with him. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know that I'm probably gonna be sitting out for a while longer, considering after my mom finishes up her duty for the day, we're gonna take a trip to urgent care to get me checked over to make sure nothing is seriously wrong and I do not have what. And I'm talking about, I say what, I'm talking about that dreaded C word that luckily I've been able to be lucky enough to avoid for the last 4 years. And hopefully we can keep that streak going, because it may or may not come to an end tomorrow. Only time will tell. But I know everybody's body is different, everybody's, health is different and works in different ways, but I am not coughing too much, I'm not even coughing at all. I don't have a sore throat. I'm just clogged a little bit. I wouldn't say completely clogged, because at least it's not like that, that spring called last year. Like, though I don't even want to remember that. I want to sweep that under the rug like it never happened, but we can, unfortunately, because it eventually led us, to bigger and better things, even through the lowest of lows, because it made the highest of highs even sweeter. And I'm looking at you, summer 2023, because that lowest of lows at that time during that whole season made the highest of highs even sweeter. Spring is in the air, season 3. Fun in the Sun, season 4, aka the Sandy Ridge Redemption of 2024, was even sweeter because of what happened in summer 2023, and how we ended up getting that now infamous mild cold, in between that cold and wet Sandy Ridge finale and what would have been the first ever, Sandy Ridge walk-off finale, considering, there was an extra night, true nice day after that disastrous Sandy Ridge finale where we were 66 degrees. That would have been our walk-off, but we didn't dress accordingly for that horrible Sandy Ridge finale. It said it was 67. That's what we dressed for. But what we didn't dress for was the fact that it was like raining on and off and blowing really cold air and making it feel like 61, 62. Had we dressed accordingly for it and not expected it to like improve in a way, then the mild cold probably doesn't happen. We would have got the Sandy Ridge walk off, the first ever one, and then we would have been able to participate in Maeve Walsh's Friendsgiving last year. But like they all say, everything happened for a reason, even if it's bad. So therefore, that mild cold, in other terms, the lowest lows made the highest of highs later on even sweeter too. So therefore, some of these bad things that we wish never were to happen, we should be thankful have happened sometimes, because it led us to the future highest of highs even being sweeter. And so spring is in the air, season three. No, even with the old some bumps in the road, and season four, Fun in the Sun, proved that. So therefore, I know we've had a little bit of a shady start to season four of Adventures in Autumn, but like I said in the community tabs and over on Facebook, at least just like in 2022 when we were like a lot sicker than this to a different degree compared to how we're feeling now. Get it out of the way. Except back then, even after we recovered the first time, we got sick two more times. We got sick like right after Thanksgiving in 2022, and then right before Christmas break we got sick and vomited for the first time in 15 years, which is the third time. But we finished our season, so we can still, because Christmas break was right a few days away. So my mom said finish the season, and then guess what? You can be done, and you can just make yourself feel better that way. Well, we don't have that this time. It's not, we're not as sick to a degree like we were back 2 years ago, but this is the repeat of the beginning of season two. Except hopefully we can avoid getting sick an additional two times this time, even after we recovered this year. So therefore, like I was about to say, if we're gonna be sick and during Adventures Autumn season four, which thankfully we were able to avoid sickness until the very end last year, I think like in between Sandy Ridge finale and the Thanksgiving season, get it out of the way now. That way, when we eventually do recover, hopefully by middle to late portion of this coming week, we do not have to deal with the ramifications throughout the rest of season four of Adventures in Autumn. We can continue doing fun things, knock out this warm weather before Sandy Ridge finale comes upon us, and hopefully that'll go a hell of a lot better. That'll count as a mini redemption story. We can hopefully get a Sandy Ridge walk-off finale, because if we don't, then sometimes some years is just like they say, every year is different. Usually that would have to take place, right before the Friendsgiving. So whenever Mae Voss decides to schedule her Friendsgiving, if we don't get like a mid 60 day or a mid upper 60 days, like in between the regular Sandy Ridge finale and the Friendsgiving with Mae Voss, then you'll know. Then you'll know why. Then you'll know why we didn't get a Sandy Ridge walk off. You'll know for a fact we didn't get it this year. So last year just proved we're healthy or not sick. Just, you never know. Never say never, because you could get some bonus, it's like special days, whether you take advantage of it or not. So therefore, we just got to keep an eye out this year. At least we know that it can be done, as long as the weather gods, and the yearly climate, want to reward us in some kind of capacity when we least expect it. So therefore, I just want to let you know we're going to urgent care tomorrow. I will provide an update after we get back, to figure out what in the hell is the problem, as to why I'm not feeling all that great. But yeah, it's no fun being sick, and it's no fun when it affects the serious part of your life, and especially the fun part too. So therefore, yeah, we will. I promise you, we will bounce back from this. This is the early fall, the early autumn pathway to health. Pathway to health. I knew it was. I probably feeling it was health, but I just wasn't quite sure at first, so I had to take a look. So this is the early autumn pathway to health. So we had the finish what we started campaign at the end. Spring season three of Spring is in the air. Then two summer campaigns. The midsummer bounce back and finish. Unfinished business. Now this is our fourth campaign. The first one of the fall. I knew a fall campaign was coming. I just didn't expect it to be this quickly, because something bad happened to me again. So we will be providing an update, and then guess what? Once we finally feel better, we are going to celebrate, on hopefully this coming Saturday, if we're well enough. And Sunday we'll skip the banquet 400 to spend time with their friends in Sandy Ridge, and we'll record something that day too. So I just wanted to let you know what in the world's going on. A little bit of a health life update as to why there's been too much content, but hopefully by the middle to late this coming middle to late portion of this coming week, it will resume and in its regular scheduled daily programming. So therefore, thanks for sticking with me throughout this difficult time for me personally, and I'm sorry that I missed the Jerry Springer Ladies Friends on yesterday. Considering, if I was healthy and I knew the race was going to suck, then I would have gone out to do that with them instead. And, even if it was only for like a certain amount of minutes. But I'm sure they'll be back again one day. It's only a matter of time. But anyway, I need to get off this thing, get some rest, eat something, drink something too, and get some, gas and like, I wouldn't say gas, but like, I need to fuel my body with some, protein, some like actual food and some fluids. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. I will see you all for the next video, which will be tomorrow after we get back from Urgent, so I can update you on what really the problem is and how long I will be sitting out of action. And, I will provide an update on when I feel like I'm feeling like myself, considering I thought I was feeling better, Friday night, and thought I was going to be able to go to the JV game. And turns out my mom said it would be better if you sat out that too. And good thing I did, because the JV Rangers team for football got a belt to the ass from the Avon Eagles JV football team. So therefore, staying home to conserve my health that day was a good call. But I promise you, we will hopefully be back in the fight by either Wednesday or Thursday. Or and then hopefully they'll help us, lead us into Nelson Peck's football game at Brookside High School this Saturday afternoon at 2:30. The return to Sandy Ridge a week from today, and then hopefully October 4th we can go to the Ridgeville varsity game against Midview with Ricky B and get interviewed by Bella York for her YouTube channel. So there's a lot to look forward to once we're finally better. Because keep in mind, we did get sick on Tuesday night after the Brook Park Sharks baseball game with my dad's cousin Elliot Sayre, his wife Chrissy, and their kids, Oliver and Maddie, which Oliver's on the baseball team, and I think they did have 3 kids, but there's no cheer squad for baseball, as I found out the hard way. But hey, you learn something new every day. But anyway, time for me to get off this thing and get some rest and hopefully get something in my body as far as, food and drink goes. So therefore, pray for me, everybody. I hope we can shake this off by Wednesday or Thursday and hopefully get back in the fight by then. So that way we can do all this fun stuff on this coming Saturday, a week from today, Sunday, and October 4th. And, we can also enjoy the EA Sports 500 at Talladega, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. So see you later, everyone.